Boom. Perfect synchronicity achieved. Hello, dear listeners. It's Hayden. And who's this shadowy apparition here with me?
It's me, Death.
Oh, hello. It's been so long, old friend.
Yeah, I've been in the bathroom.
Man, I told you. You're like, I know that those brie burgers are impossible to deny, but you're lactose intolerant. We can't keep doing this.
No, it means you had some Okay, this is annoying.
Well, at Stanford, I would love to live deliciously.
He barely whispers that. It's just like, would you like to live deliciously?
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? I Googled the actor who plays him recently.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh shit, I would remove my shift for him in a heartbeat. We were talking about the witch on that gay shit recently and how it turns out Satan is a total leather daddy.
He looks a lot like Jason, what's his name? Momoa, yeah.
But anyway, Stanford, it's wonderful to have you here because this is the final prologue episode for Campaign 2. Tell us about your character.
My character is Nightboi, and if you have listened to the Balloonatic episode, you would know everything you need to know about Nightboi.
Just assume this is the people's first ever exposure to one Nightboi.
All right, well, imagine a young boy, about 13 years of age, early 13, in the throes of early adolescence.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. And imagine this young boy doesn't even have straight hair. He has curly, wiry hair. He has acne. His head seems too big for his body, which is extremely thin and frail looking. Now imagine this poor child gets bitten by a vampire and is trapped like that for the rest of his unnatural life. That's Nightboi.
Your entry to the Midnight Society is approved, Stan, because that is horrible. Chills running down my spine.
Yeah, that's my worst nightmare. Is describing myself at 13 and then turning it into a vampire.
Oh shit, is Nightboi based on your 13?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, at least I don't lose my hair.
There you go. You wear it well.
What, but the bald or the wiry hair?
I've never seen you with wiry hair, so baldness. I have to go with that. Yeah, I was also a weird frog boy whenever I was an adolescent. The big head. I also had very big feet at the time, which just added to the frogness.
I wasn't aware of my feet at the time. I was just very skinny, and I hated the fact that I didn't understand the concept of straight hair and curly hair. All I knew was I really wanted to have bangs like Balthazar Getty in Young Guns 2.
Oh, wow.
And I could not have that because my hair doesn't fall. Or it didn't. It fell. Now it's gone.
Oh wow. Oh, memories alone in the moonlight. Your prologue is going to tie in very heavily to to more so than anyone else's, to the Balloonatic bonus episode. So if you want full context, listeners, go back, listen to that. So you, Nightboi, it is about 7 o'clock in the morning, which is bad for you because you're a vampire. The sun has just risen over beautiful Halcyon City. You are coming back home from a mission that you just completed with some other young heroes, where you took down the nefarious villain, the Balloonatic.
Yes.
But unfortunately for you, you were out past curfew for this mission, so you're trying to sneak back home to the school that you go to, Defenders Academy, a school for young heroes, the first of its kind. And this presents a unique challenge for you because Defenders Academy is on an island in the middle of a river that flows through the middle of Halcyon City. The only way to get to it is, either to swim to it or to go across a bridge that connects it to the mainland. So that is where we open. You are on a building some miles away on the shore, overlooks the academy. You can see the main school building, which two separate wings that are connected by a it's bigger than a hallway, but that's kind of what it looks like, connecting the two. So the entire building kind of forms an H if you look overhead. Behind the main school itself is the rows of dorms.
All right, and that is my target, is to get to the dorms.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So to visualize this better, you are facing the south side of the island, which is where the bridge and the school are, and the dorms are on the north side behind the main school building.
It's 7 a.m. Is this a school day? Because if it's a school day, maybe I should go to school instead of the dorm.
This is a Sunday.
I'm a couple miles away, huh?
Yep.
And I'm wearing at this point a cloak, a long, heavy cloak that covers my entire body, protecting me from the sun. And it has a hood is covering my face. The problem here is because it's daylight hours, I don't have much in the way of powers, and there's I could have it indoors if the sun was covered up. So really, the only thing I can do is run slightly faster than your average person. The fortunate thing is, because I am a vampire, I don't get tired, and I just fed. I'm just gonna run.
All right, you're gonna run across the bridge. Yeah.
I'm gonna run across the bridge. Do a little mediocre parkour along the way.
All right, roll and unleash your powers to see how long it takes you to get here, and also to see how stealthily you can do this.
All right, so that's a 2d6. 5. So I did poorly. This is my first bad roll.
This is a long bridge, and you get about halfway across it before you get kind of a Charlie horse.
Charlie horse as an undead?
Yep. Oh, God.
Ow, I didn't know this could still happen.
You didn't stretch. It takes you some time, but you manage to get to the other side. Right in front of you, you see the east
do I have
wing.
to take a condition?
Let's take insecure.
All right.
Very embarrassed that the one time you forget to stretch is when you need it most.
Man. Son of a dang.
Okay. So you are at the end of the bridge, just that connects the island, and you are facing now the east wing of the school. And if you look to your right, you can see the gymnasium, and you know that to the western part of the island is this faculty parking lot. Okay.
All right. I think if I sneak through the gymnasium, all I have to worry about is getting past the principal's house. Or yes. I could climb over the school and hop off the other end and ignore all of that, since no one's working on a Sunday.
All right.
I decide to climb on top of the school ceiling. Or school roof, not the ceiling. That'd be silly.
You go into the school, and yes, okay, you're there, the school roof, and you see that there is someone else there up there with you.
Oh gosh, darn it!
Okay, another student is up there with you. About 15, 16-year-old.
There's 15, 16-year-olds?
There's 15, 16-year-olds all up there.
Oh, wow, I hate 16-year-olds.
Yeah, a young African American. He's wearing a green raincoat with a hood, and is wearing this metal mask that covers the. Imagine a human skull, right?
So how do I know he's African American?
Because I'm about to explain.
Okay.
No, he's wearing a metal mask that imagine a human skull. Okay, now take the jaw off of the skull.
Okay.
So it just covers the top half of his face.
Okay.
And the eyelids are open, and there's a row of sharp teeth, right? And the top canine teeth are really big and long. That they stretch down to like his to like the bottom of his jaw, so it's almost like walrus tusks.
Okay, that's attractive.
Yep. So he looks at you. What are you doing up here?
I could say the same thing to you.
Touche. We're a bit of an impasse then, I suppose.
Yeah, so let's pretend I didn't see you, and you'll pretend you didn't see me.
I don't know.
What do you only know? That seems pretty simple, buddy.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not really getting anything out of this.
You get me not telling anyone that you were up here.
But if you ratted me out, then you would be ratting yourself out too.
Yeah, but I would only do that if you ratted me out. That's the whole point.
Stalemate. My record's pretty good. What about yours? I could take a hit.
I'm brand new here.
What's your name?
It's Nightly Boyeski.
Nightly Boyeski. I'm gonna hold you to that, Stan.
No, he's given a fake name based off of his real name. Or of his,
All right. Okay, Nightly.
Yes, that is absolutely my real name.
I can tell by the way you were just spat it out just effortlessly. How about I let you go, you let me go?
That's what I said.
But
there's no need for buts.
But I like butts though.
We all do, but that's different. That's an extra T.
They're pretty great. How about you just owe me a small favor?
What?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just, fellow truants helping out fellow truants. It's a real simple thing. Maybe you need a favor sometime down the line. I could help you out.
I'm sure. How's this? I can ask you a real quick favor. Don't ask me a favor, and we just go.
Nah, I don't really like that.
What? What is your stupid favor?
I don't have one. I don't have an idea yet, but
wait. So you just want a favor in the future?
Yeah, just blank check.
No, not a blank check. It's got to be the value of less than detention.
Oh, yeah, listen, I'm not going to ask you to risk your life or anything for me. I'm not crazy.
Look, I'll tell you this. If I don't get detention, then yes, you'll get your favor.
I feel like you're entering meta knowledge into this.
Well, then what's the point of me owing you a favor if I'm going to get in trouble?
I'm just preventing you from getting in trouble for this part. After whatever you do after this is out of my hands.
What do you? I'm just late. I'm on the roof. Is being on the roof a bad thing?
On the roof after school hours on Sunday, you seem to be sneaking in.
Yeah, and what are you doing?
Just hanging out,
Right. Okay.
Just relaxing.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call the teachers and turn myself in right now.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen. We don't have to be drastic here, all right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not the one calling for a favor.
I said, I'm not going to ask for your firstborn child or anything.
Good, because I can't have any. I'm sterile.
That's more information than I needed.
What do you want? And I'll tell you. Well, okay, no, you won't tell me what you want. All right, whatever. I'll do you a favor. I cross my fingers behind my back.
Okay, great then. He just walks over and just claps you on the shoulder.
Don't touch me.
It's a deal.
I want to do a perception check or whatever to feel like he did anything when he touched me.
Pierce the mask then.
That's a -1. 9. Wait, that's a hit, right?
That's good. Yeah, that's one away from me to crit. So yeah, he just appears to have been, getting you a friendly tap,
All right.
Nothing nefarious about it. He hasn't planted a bomb on you.
All right, cool.
You can ask one question if you want.
What do you intend to do?
You get the sense he doesn't have anything in mind right now, but he intends to bide his time until he is in a situation where he needs someone with your skills help. Now, he just wants to, have you as kind of an ace in the sleeve.
I consider briefly pushing him off the roof.
As you consider that, Nightboi, he just, as he tapped you on the shoulder, as he just walked past you, and he just jumps off the roof.
And I both feel guilty and annoyed. And then I head off the other side of the roof, hop down, and head towards the my dorm.
Okay. So the dorms, which are on the northern side of the island, are on the northwestern corner of the island.
Right, just north of the school.
Yep. They look just a little bit on the eastern side of the island is the principal's house, which overlooks all of the student dorms on the west.
Oh, so the principal's house is on a hill?
Yeah, it's on a little bit of it's a small island, so it's not a huge hill, but it's on a bit of an incline overlooking everything. And it's just like a simple New England style house,
And who is the principal?
The principal is one of the oldest heroes around from World War II, Miss Maverick.
Miss Maverick. Oh, yes, my favorite.
Spoiler, Stan. We're totally not recording these out of order.
I am being as sneaky as I can, running from tree to tree. And between running from one tree to the next, I decide to, flip the bird at Miss Maverick's house.
A gunshot rings out. You look, you see a stake in your chest. I want you to roll another unleash to sneak past here to get to your dorm. 7, all right, that's not bad. This is an interesting situation, Stan. So some people in the dorms, these are like college style dorms, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have roommates. Do you have a roommate?
Absolutely have a roommate. My roommate is another young boy my age, and his name is he goes by the code name Barkley Barksdale, and he is a boy with all the powers of a dog.
Okay.
So he can smell real good. Well, he doesn't smell good. He smells terrible, especially when he's wet. But he has a good sniffer. He is really scary when he gets angry, but his attacks aren't so bad. They paired us up because our primary form of attack is our mouths.
You get to your dorm's room, right? Always empty at this point because it's like 7:30 at this point. No, on a Sunday, no one's awake at this point. Right. Barkley likes to sleep in, so he's definitely in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you want to approach this?
Am I in the dorm or am I right outside my room or what?
So the dorms themselves, I should describe, are little, almost like a motel, is almost like a motel kind of setup, right? So you have 2 long buildings next to each other, each with two long, short, square buildings, right? with a row of doors, which each one is the dorm, which each one holds a single dorm, right? And these are all outside, like a motel, right?
Right.
So you are currently outside at the door to your room.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
They wouldn't put me in a room near sunlight. That'd be rude.
Yeah, there's no windows in your room.
Which is really sucky for Barkley.
Yes, it's main point of contention in your relationship as roommates.
I turn into an ant and slip underneath the door.
Okay.
And then as soon as I get through the door, I poof back into myself.
Okay. Okay, Barkley's there, just... You ever heard a bulldog snore?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I walk up to Barkley and pat his head, and I'm like, "Good boy. You're a good boy. Who's a good boy?"
Huh? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, Barkley. You just
You
look
just
so
touched me?
cute laying there.
Why are you awake? Shouldn't you be asleep?
I was asleep, but I mean, I'm going to. Well, actually, I'm nocturnal, so
that's
it's
a good
really
question.
hard for me to sleep at night, and I wish you'd appreciate my, disability.
He looks at the clock reading 7:30 a.m. You should just be going to sleep right now.
I am. I just wanted to pet you because you looked adorable.
I don't believe you.
You're like so cute. Look at you.
Are those bullet holes in your robe?
In my robe? No, those aren't bullet holes. It's moths. There's so many moths here.
They look a lot like bullet holes.
No, they're moths. The moth bites. They love lamps, and we have lamps here because I can't have sun.
Why do you have blood on your collar?
What? Blood? There's no blood on my collar. That's just jam. I made myself a biscuit.
Why do you smell like gunpowder and helium?
Oh, well, yeah. Of course I do.
I'm just gonna step out and take a shower.
Yeah, you do that. You take a shower. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm so sleepy.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning, Nightboi.
It's all relative, I guess.
He slowly gets out and grabs his toiletry kit and walks out.
Hey, Barkley?
Yeah?
Who's a good boy?
We are?
No, you, dummy. Go. Just as smart as a dog. Oh, gosh.
All right. I assume you go to your coffin or whatever that you've got set up.
Yeah, my bed is essentially a sensory deprivation tank.
Now, real important question, Stan. Is this a bunk bed set up with Barkley's normal bed underneath and your sensory deprivation chamber just hanging over him?
I think that would be so poorly designed. Like, what if the tank were to fall onto Barkley? I think it'd be smarter that my sensory deprivation tank is below and supports his bunk.
You grab your kerchief and your hat and settle in for a long winter's nap.
I pop on my podcast because my sensory deprivation tank has speakers installed.
Okay, what does Nightboi listen to?
I listen to Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh, of course. Hello, listeners, and welcome to Night. I forget how the intro to that goes.
I've never heard it, so I can't tell you.
It's been 5 years or something since I've listened to that. So you settle in, listening to Cecil tell you about the goings on in Night Vale, and you hear a kong 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 sound of someone knocking on your tank.
Oh, God. I open up my sensory deprivation tank. What? I'm trying to sleep. I was just getting spooked.
You hear you don't hear it, you see it with your ears. The principal, Miss Maverick, looking down at you.
Oh, it's a nightmare. Go the fuck away, Miss Maverick. And I shut my tank.
She opens it. She opens it. You seem awfully tired, Nightboi.
Of course I'm tired. It's daytime. And is this not a dream? Is this real?
Oh, this is very real.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, Miss Nightvale. I didn't mean to curse at you. You're absolutely my favorite. I called you Miss Nightvale.
That's not, you really.
Look, I'm really tired, Miss Maverick.
You really are tired, aren't you?
Of course.
Would you mind telling me why you're sneaking back into your dorm at 7:30 in the morning?
Sneaking? What are you talking about? I've been up all night because I'm a vampire. What would make you even think I would be sneaking? I'm a sneaky boy.
Well, she pulls out her phone. Says, now we can't see you in this, obviously. But that is your disembodied voice answering questions to the press about the recent lunatic attack, yes? And this is a little clip of you.
The clip is just me going, oh God, the lights.
Yeah. From somewhere like a few feet away from your companions.
I was like, yeah, but it was important. I had to do the thing. I was with my friends and there was a thing going on and we had to fix it. And we fixed it. We did a real good job.
She just rubs her temples. Okay, listen, I understand that you wanted to do the right thing and you did an admirable job at this.
I know.
If you go to this school, there are certain rules about students forming teams, going on their own missions independent of the ones the school assigns them. If you can't abide by those rules, Nightboi, I don't know if there's a place for you here.
Who would have done it?
Well, you have, I see, two of your friends here with you. I see a member of the Sentinels here.
Oh, yeah, like he was there the entire time. I swear, I have a feeling you guys don't ever show up until the last minute. Then you take all the credit.
Besides being on an unsanctioned mission and being out after curfew, that aside, you did good work. So because of that, and in light of your up until now spotless record, I am willing to let this go. Consider this growing pains since you're so new at the school and getting used to the way things are done here. And we'll just say, next Saturday, you come to the library at 9, stay a few hours for Saturday detention, and we'll forget this ever happened.
That blows. Okay, fine. Can I go to sleep now? Oh, hey, Miss Maverick?
Yes.
Some douchebag was on the roof when I was sneaking in, trying to get me to do favors for him if he didn't rat on me. So either he ratted on me and you found out, or you know what?
No.
You can.
Your roommate was the one that told me.
What? Barksley? Well, whatever. I don't want to owe this douchebag a favor. I'll have a nice long chat with Barksley when he gets back.
And did you get this mysterious student's name?
Mr. Metalface.
Metalface?
Yeah.
He was up there?
He looked, I guess, I don't know. He looked like Dr. Doom.
Like
in my comics.
Part in the kimono stand, Metalface is his actual name.
Oh.
Had you asked, he would have told you his name is Metalface. So you've inadvertently successfully ratted him out. Will, leave me to worry about the rest of my students. You rest up. I'll see you Saturday. She closes the sensory deprivation tank.
I open the sensory deprivation tank. I pull out a chair and I spin it around like Captain America, and I sit down, resting my head in my hands. I cross my arms above the chair back and rest my head in there, waiting for Barkley to get back.
Okay. Barkley walks in, whistling a platoon, just wearing his bathrobe. Do you have any idea what Barkley looks like, or do you want me to take that? Because I have some ideas.
You go ahead. If you have ideas, you go ahead.
Barkley looks like God damn it, no. I can't give the furries any ammunition. What would a half dog boy look like?
I'd say he's very fuzzy. He's got a beard.
Okay.
Like a real thick beard, but it's like a really soft beard.
Oh, I know. You know OG Lon Chaney Wolfman?
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Except more dog-like, not wolf-like.
Yeah, he's got...
he looks friendlier with big brown eyes. Yeah.
He doesn't really have those tusks, and he has a bit more of a snout.
Yeah.
So a bit friendlier. His fur is less coarse and more like a golden retriever's.
Like more of a human Mr. Peanut Butter.
Yeah. But yes, he comes in. Oh, what are you doing here? Why are you up?
You've been a bad boy. And I'm going to unleash my powers.
What the Okay.
And turn into the dog's mortal enemy.
The cat?
A panther.
What? So you leap up in the air, transforming.
There, I rolled a 12.
And you, there we go. Okay, yes. So you do successfully turn into a panther.
Yes.
Hold on, Nightboi. Listen, there are rules. I had to do it. Otherwise, if there aren't rules, the whole system breaks apart.
You're a fucking narc.
Listen, and you're a rule breaker. He drops his toiletry kit, and like his retractable claws come out. Just, don't make me do this.
Dogs don't have retractable claws, but cats do.
He's a dog boy. Like,
so I retract my claws, I slam him against the wall, and I stick my panther face in his, and I'm like, you ever narc on me again, you can expect much, much worse. Get it?
Okay. But know this, Nightboi. I'm watching you. And I'll keep and I have my ears on you, which are better than human ears. And my nose. I have all my senses on you. I'll be watching.
All right, Barkley, you watch. But unlike a dog, my bite is so much worse. And I show him my fangs. And I get real close to his neck. And I say, get it?
I think it seems we understand each other now.
Yeah. And I switch back to Nightboi. Good night, Barkley.
Good night, Nightboi.
I hop into my deprivation tanker, my sensory deprivation tank, and pop right off to sleep.
All right, and thus ends Nightboi issue 0.
Nightboi don't fuck around.
Nah. I think I joked throughout a good portion of campaign 1 about how Jelly was going to become the main villain of the show, but I think Nightboi is even better candidate than I was. You have killed a man, attempted to kill several other men, and threatened another student. I love it, though. I love it. It's great.
He's just a boy with a good heart, but he's, ultimately he's still a preteen forever.
It's never going to get better.
And on top of that, he gets angry real easy, and he has these superpowers.
All right, no, I love it. It's going to create for some great tension as we get into the main campaign. So that closes out the final prologue, and episode 1 of TSMR 2 should be coming around the corner to you, dear listeners, real soon. I can't wait to see all you then. You have any words for our listeners before we go, Stan?
I do, as a matter of fact, have some words for our listeners. Chocolatey. Farfignugan. Scissors. Pants. Thank you.
All right. Fly on, you beautiful night boys, and thanks for all the spieling.